Hi, my name is Oliver. So today I'm very welcome from Standard Chartered Bank, Mr. Jeffrey. He is the associate director. So sharing about his product during the Corona situation is affect the investor all the people or not. So we talk about also talk about investment cycle.
Yeah, thank you, Oliver. Hello everyone. I'm Jeffrey. Hi, I'm from the Standard Chartered Bank of Vietnam. So that right now, let me roughly introduce about our new product, the offshore accounts. So that this is a product that can allow investor like you to open an account in your country. So right now we only available for 4 countries right now. Number one is Taiwan, Hong Kong, and also China, and the next one will be in Singapore. So right now, let me tell you about the procedure.
Yes.
So the first thing, first thing is when the time that investor want to open an account, first thing I believe that you will contact with one of the agents, property agents like Oliver in here, so that Oliver can push your contact to me, so that I can tell you that how to do it step by step. So number one is I would like to get the passport information, so that we can check with our bank systems to say that is it available for you to open the account in here. This is the first step. So the second step is after that verifications, so that you can go to the notary office to schedule for your times to visit them, and then after that you just need to bring your passport and also the field form with all the informations, so that you can go there to do the notarize on your passport and also witnesses of your signature in the forms. So after you're done with the notarized officers, right, you can let me know, so that the next step is to go for the KYC purpose. So the KYC we are doing using the video conference to understand our clients, and also to let you know our bank's policy. So the next step is the notary officer will send the original document to me, and then after that we will process for your bank account opening. So usually it will take about 3 working days. So for the transfer, so that once your account being done right, and then you got your account informations, you can make a transfer from your country to your bank account in Vietnam. So the next step is I believe that you guys want to know how you make the transfer locally. So right now we need to use a remittance form, and then to submit to the counter, and then after that you can make a transfer to the local developer. Okay, so that's all for our products for the offshore account.
Yeah.
So right now, let me talk about the investment cycle. So let's look at the slide. All right. So in this slide, right, let me explain to you that how is the investment cycle look like. So a lot of investors like you want to know that how to do it in the very first place. So in the first place, right, once that you got your bank account in Standard Chartered Banks in Vietnam, so that you can transfer your money from overseas by the international currency to transfer to your Standard Chartered Banks of account, so that after that we will exchange to the Vietnam Dong for you. And then the next step is you can using the online banking or using a remittance form to transfer the fund to the developer. So what we call that this is the first step of your investment in Vietnam. So let's talk about the second step. The second step is when the time that you got the buyer to purchase for your property. And same thing, in Vietnam, we only can use a Vietnam Dong to make the transfer. So your new buyer will transfer the Vietnam Dong to your Standard Chartered Bank's account. And then at the same time, if you tell me that, hey, hi Jeff, I want to transfer back the funds back to my home country. Is it possible? Yes, you can transfer back also by the international currency. At the same time, for your transfer back to overseas, we need to get a supporting document from you. So number one is a SPA with the developer. Number 2 is a SPA with a new buyer. And third thing is a tax receipt. And the last thing, a transaction record. For the transaction record, you do not need to provide to us. As a Standard Chartered Bank, we have all your records. So at the same time, A lot of clients also told me that, can we transfer back the rental fees? Yes, definitely. So the rental income also the same. You need to provide me for the SPA with the developer. Number 2 is a rental contract between you and the tenant. And number 3 is a tax receipt. And then number 4, also the transaction records. Alright, thank you for the Oliver for invite me to do this video. And then for further information, right, you can actually contact Oliver for this.
Thank you for sharing this information for video. So if everyone like our channel, please follow us or share it. Thank you.